Some welcome cooling showers for some of us today, and still some ongoing severe thunderstorms as well. On the North Shore, a new severe thunderstorm kind of extending the one that has already been in place as these storms continue toward Franklin. You're getting some strong outflow boundaries, so some gusty winds, as well as the potential of maybe some small hail within those storms. Down along the coastline, a few thunderstorms just to the south of Grand Isle may hold together, affecting Leeville and Port Fourchon. But with that storm, I wanted to show that there may be some small to maybe near quarter-size hail. So there is the potential for some small hail. Main threat would be those strong gusty winds, which again, not tornadic, but 50, 60 mile an hour winds can do some damage. The cloud cover, though, if you didn't get to the rain, is at least helping us out, as well as temperatures were able to still get into the mid-upper 90s, but at least we had the cooling rain for, again, some of us. Now, tomorrow, our rain chances do look a little bit lower, 10, 20%. Heat advisory will be in place. We've been there before, but we're not going to have, unlike the last couple of days, that real chance for rain. Still feeling like the triple digits in a number of locations, as well as temperatures into the 90s, but thankfully with the rainfall, we're starting to see more of us into the 80s. Dew points high, but we've been talking about the fact that next week we are going to see a front. Now again, it's mid-August, but a front that will bring in some drier air. So through the next 3 days into Monday, still that summertime mugginess, but it will be more comfortable, especially as we've been fairly acclimated to the heat and humidity. It will feel more comfortable with those dew point values coming down. We'll talk more about them in a minute. It will feel nicer because we're not going to see heat of the seas in the triple digits. So 93, 94, 95 will feel like 93, 94, 95. And after a stretch in the triple digits, it'll be a welcome relief. 88 is our current temperature at Kenner. Winds out of the south at 6 miles an hour. Today's high, 94 degrees, on record 98. So we're still running above our average high of 92, but at least we were spared from a record. That upper high that had been dominant over us has really started to fall apart. Matter of fact, kind of a weak upper low. You can see that broad spin down to our south. That helped to increase the Gulf moisture as well as the instability in the air, helping us out with our rain chances today. Now that may come to an end briefly for tomorrow as the upper high, which is now centered a little bit more to our west, kind of builds a bit more over us. Now there are indications on Sunday of a little embedded disturbance kind of riding along the outer periphery and bringing us a chance for rain, but the models are in disagreement as to exactly when that occurs. I'll show you one of the models in a moment. But then as we head into next week, this deep upper trough, that's what will bring in that dry air. Now our model here, I don't know if it's going a little too dry with the air mass, with dew points into the 50s and 60s, but we will definitely see dew points into the 60s next week. And at this time of the year, it will make it feel a whole lot nicer. And a slight drop in our temperatures, kind of just getting us a little bit closer to where we should be in the lower 90s. As far as rainfall goes, drier on Saturday, then about 40 to 50% maybe on Sunday with what looks to be a little complex of storms. Then dry as we head into next week, most of the week, with another better chance of rain late next week. After next week, it looks like we may be kind of changing patterns again, one that would favor more daily rain chances, pretty much our typical summer pattern. We haven't really had a typical summer pattern yet. Most of the rainfall that we have around late this evening coming to an end probably after 9, 10 o'clock if we still have any ongoing showers. Now, if you pop up during the day tomorrow, this model a little bit higher with coverage, I think about a 20% chance. Then we get a little complex, again, kind of riding along that outer the outer periphery of the high. This model has it coming in but later in the evening and night. If that's the case, we'll likely hit high temperatures into the mid-upper 90s before the rainfall moves in. So at least there is a chance for some rain, but it doesn't look to be until later in the night Sunday going into Monday. Quick check of Ernesto as it is nearing Bermuda, Category 2. We will likely see this start weakening slowly as it passes over the island, but still packing quite a punch and then moving out into the North Atlantic through the weekend and early next week. No threats elsewhere in the tropics. 96 our high tomorrow. Again, those storms more late evening and night, and maybe even increasing that rain chance. And then on Monday, a few showers with a front, a little bit less humid by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then another chance of storms next Friday.